Welcome back. In the last topic, you learned how to prepare for your test by organizing and creating a plan of attack using the pre-test organizer. There are specific study strategies for each style of test and techniques for answering different types of questions. In this topic, you'll learn some tips to help you specifically prepare for and take open book tests. Open book exams allow you to use notes, texts, and other resources during the exam. Teachers usually give this type of test when they want you to focus on analyzing the material rather than simply memorizing it. Many students incorrectly think that they don't need to prepare for an open book test. They just bring their book to class. However, this is a big mistake. Open book tests can often be much harder than traditional tests. You should still study and prepare for these tests. Having highly organized materials is essential to doing well on open book exams. Unprepared students end up wasting time during the exam searching for the information they need. To prepare for open book tests, there are 3 steps. First, find out which material and supplies are allowed and enter that information into your pre-test organizer. Next, you should prepare your book for the test and prepare your notes for the test. Let me explain more about what I mean. Prepare your book to use efficiently so that you have enough time to actually answer the questions. Use sticky tabs to identify important pages that are likely to be on the exam. You can color code the tabs by topic or main idea. Place the tabs along the edge of the book so that they can be seen when the book is closed and you can find the information faster. Try to write a word or a phrase on each tab to quickly identify the information on that page. Last, add a special tab or post-it note as a key or table of contents for all the information that you marked. This will save you valuable time during the exam, and it will prime your brain to think about the information that you'll be tested on, which will help you on the exam as well. The ability to use your notes during the exam can be a huge advantage if you prepare them properly. The most important thing to do is to prepare a summary guide using your notes. We talked about how to make summary note pages in the previous topics. This will be especially useful for open book exams. To make them easier to use during the exam, use color coding and vary the text size as much as possible. This will help you to find the information that you need faster. Be sure to include vocabulary words, their definitions, equations, and formulas related to the material as well. Outlines and picture webs are great ways to help you connect and find important main ideas and their supporting details when you're in a rush on the exam. Finally, try to think of possible essay questions and write out the outlines of the answers. This will save you time during the exam and help you to mentally prepare for it. You will probably want to bring your entire set of notes to the exam, but don't skip preparing a notes summary page. It can be a big help during the actual test. The key to taking an open book exam is to plan your time. These tests are usually more time-consuming. Be sure to wear a watch or a timer so that you can keep an eye on how much time you have left. When you get your test, briefly skim through it. Look for the format of the questions and see which sections will take the most time. Usually, short answer and essay questions take longer than multiple choice and fill in the blanks. You may want to see which questions are worth the most points because you don't want to run out of time before answering them. Also, read the directions carefully. Most professors expect you to interpret the information, so you probably shouldn't copy information straight out of the book for the majority of questions. In essays and short answers, you want to use quotes sparingly and keep them short and to the point. Now you know how to prepare for and take an open book exam. In this topic, you learned specific strategies for open book tests. Remember that open book tests can be much harder than regular tests, so preparing ahead of time is important. You can prepare your book and notebook using sticky notes and summary pages so that you can use your time more efficiently during the test. It is also helpful to think of possible essay questions and mark where the information would be in your materials. Planning how to use your time during the test is very important when taking an open book exam because these tests are usually more time-consuming. Finally, teachers usually want you to analyze and evaluate, not copy. So most of these tests will not involve copying directly from your book. Be prepared to write information in your own words. In the next topic, you'll learn strategies to prepare for traditional tests that are not open book, but you can use these strategies on your next open book test.